Shalom, the baseball scandal, and what does Judaism have to say about it? Well, I'm recording this right before Shabbat on the week of Parshat Vayigash, and Parshat Vayigash has two interesting aspects about this. One is it's Joseph reconciling with his brothers, and he reveals himself to his brothers. And if you think about it, until now, there's not been a pair of brothers that got along. Cain killed Abel, Noah left his brothers off the ark, Abraham left his brothers, Isaac and Ishmael split, Jacob and Esau split, and now Joseph and his 10 older brothers split, and they left him to die, and he stayed in jail, and now they're going to reconcile. The Haftarah is Ezekiel 37, where God shows Ezekiel two sticks. One he calls Joseph, and he holds up the other one, and he calls it Jacob and Judah, and Joseph and Judah, the brothers, are going to be reconciled. Joseph representing the 10 northern tribes. And Ezekiel's preaching that when the Jews are in Babylonia and the 10 lost tribes have been lost. A cute little way to put this is that the sticks that are held up by Ezekiel to see are baseball bats, because the nation's been rocked this week by the story of George Mitchell's report about steroid use in some of our great players, and it's tarnished baseball and the records and achievements of these fellows forever. And the sports writers were particularly harsh about depriving us of the game that's loved so much. In order to put this in context, I want to bring up to you the brilliant former commissioner of baseball, Bart Giamatti, who was also president of Yale University, passed away, and he wrote a wonderful essay years ago about baseball being life and how we all leave home, and our goal is to get back to home, and we have the treacherous path of life to pursue. We have to stay on the straight and narrow. There's a lot of forces out there that want to get us out. Even if we're successful, we are only successful at best 1 out of every 3 times, and our goal is to come home safely. And then he wrote some essays about baseball, and he said that in matters of decency, baseball should lead. Well, this time baseball is leading to shame. You think about what went through those guys' lives, like Roger Clemens. Who knows if these people are guilty, but they're named in the report. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Their reputations are tarnished now. And some of these players felt they needed an illegal boost to be competitive, and it cheated and committed illegal acts, and very sad. So what can we learn? Well, for one thing, the thing that kept Joseph able to survive the pit and able to survive jail and all the terror was the absolute confidence that God was leading him in a straight path. And if we keep God always before us and know, and Joseph didn't do the bad thing with the wife of Potiphar, he couldn't sin against God, he said, and he understood. And we have to keep that image in front of us in order to avoid the problems in life. The other thing is that when Joseph reconciles with the brothers, kind of thinks about the brotherhood of baseball and how come there could be so much complicity when all these people were committing these evil acts. Why couldn't brothers be their brothers' keepers? Supposedly it was well known that when players went, for example, to San Diego for a game, they'd go down to Mexico to get the stuff. Brothers have to watch out for brothers. They are their brothers' keepers. And so all we can hope is the vision of Ezekiel, that you hold these two sticks together, these two baseball bats, that the game that so many Americans love will once again find its integrity, be played on an even field, and it will once again not only have Americans enjoy the afternoon and night of that terrific sport, but also be a role model instead of an anti-role model to millions and millions of Americans who trade baseball cards and follow the statistics and watch the game and feel the game as the American pastime who've been so disappointed.